Shalom, welcome back, everyone. There is a pandemic going on in the world today, as everybody knows, and it's a very serious problem. And at the same time, a vaccine has been developed which is going to cure this pandemic. And we know that in Hasidic philosophy, everything that happens in the physical world has a counterpart in the spiritual world, and vice versa. So things that are happening down here on earth are also happening up in the heavens as well. And let's take a look at that. In the physical world, we're experiencing a terrible scourge, the scourge of the coronavirus, and it's harming a lot of people. It's even killing some people. And people are very worried about it, obviously, and very concerned. They don't quite know how to deal with it. Should we stay inside? Should we watch ourselves? Should we not have contact with other people? We should wear masks. We should keep 6 feet away from each other and all kinds of things. But even with those things, people are still getting it. It's a very, very frightening thought. Along comes a miracle vaccine developed in only a few months, unbelievably. And it has the promise of curing this thing and getting life back to normal again, and everyone's very excited about it. And that's the word on the street today. Have you got the vaccine yet? Where can I get the vaccine? Who has the vaccine? What kind of vaccine? It's very exciting, and everyone wants to get the vaccine. And everyone will get the vaccine very soon. And after enough people get the vaccine, life will start going back to normal again, and we won't be so crazy anymore because of this terrible scourge. Well, spiritually, there's also a pandemic. And that pandemic is the pandemic of assimilation, where Jewish people are assimilating like crazy. And some of them, it's worse than others. And for some of us, we're completely losing Jewishness altogether and raising children who are not even Jewish. There are only about 15 million Jews in the entire world, if you can believe it. Only 15, probably less than that even. And of the 15 million Jews in the world, the average birth rate is only about 2 children per family. And of the 2 children per family, at least one of them or one and a half of them are going to marry a Gentile or convert to another religion, Christianity or Buddhism or something like that. And that means that we Jews are an endangered species. People are worried about the California condor. They're worried about the white rhinoceroses in Africa. What about the Jews? The Jews are an endangered species. And this is the great pandemic of assimilation that we are being affected by. And it's a terrible thing. Is it important that there should be Jews in the world? Obviously, when 30% of all the Nobel Prize winners are Jews, when so many of the vaccines, including the ones that we're having now, were developed by many Jews in the scientific field, when so many Jewish people are active and involved in life. I understand that the new president of the United States, Mr. Biden's, many of his cabinet members are Jews because Jews are very successful people. They're very bright. They're very knowledgeable, and naturally, he wants the best of the best on his cabinet. And we don't want the Jewish people to be extinct. We don't want the Jewish people to go away. At least any smart society would certainly do that. Why was it that Russia wanted to keep its Jews during the Soviet era? Because Jews were valuable to Russia. They were the scientists. They helped develop their nuclear programs and their space programs and their medical advances and all kinds of things like that. And Jewish people give ethics and values to the world. And the Jewish people are a model of goodness and holiness to the world. So therefore, it's so important that there be Jews in the world. I can't imagine a world without Jewish people in it. Think about that, you anti-Semites. A world without Jews. What would it look like? Well, the polio vaccine was developed by 2 Jews, Savin and Salk. and so many other drugs that everyone is taking and products that we're using and so on and so on were developed by Jews. What would a world be like without Jews? But unfortunately, we Jewish people are struggling as a people. And who knows in the next many years if we're going to be able to survive the pandemic of assimilation or not. Think about it. How do we survive? What is the vaccine that we need to take in order to survive as a people? So the Lubavitcher Rebbe has come out with a 10-point vaccine program for every single one of us that can really fight the scourge of assimilation. And what are they? They are found in my little card here, my business card, which I printed the Chabad 10-point mitzvah campaign on the back of the card. And I'd be happy to send it to you. If you'd like to get in touch with me, 3813 Governor Drive, San Diego, California, 92122. Again, 3813 Governor Drive, San Diego, California, 92122. That's the Chabad Center of University City. And I'd be happy to send you this card with the 10-point mitzvah campaign on it. What are they? First, that Jewish boys and men should put on tefillin every single day, except for Shabbos and holidays. That we should take these little boxes and straps and wrap them around our arm and say the Shema. And the women should encourage their sons and their husbands and even their grandfathers to do it as well. It's vital. It will keep the Jewish people Jewish. Women should light Shabbos candles every Friday night, both young girls from the age of 3 and up. Brings light into a dark world. We should make sure that we have mezuzahs, kosher mezuzahs, on all the doors of our house except for our bathrooms. And we should check the mezuzahs regularly every couple of years to make sure they're kosher and proper, because the mezuzahs help to protect the home. We should keep kosher and have only kosher food, both in the home and outside of the home. We should give charity every single day, except for Shabbos and holidays. At least a penny or two. Have charity boxes in our home and in our car, and we should always be giving charity throughout the day. We should have Torah books in our home as well. And even in our car, we should have at Chumash, at Tehillim, at Tanya, in the car as we go as well, because Torah books help to strengthen us and to remind us of who we are. Along with that, Torah study each and every day. Thank God, because of Chabad.org and many other sites, it is very easy to study Torah in any language that you want, whatever you want, whether it's Hasidic philosophy or Talmud or Jewish law or Jewish philosophy or halacha, or whatever it may be, to study a little bit of Torah each day, especially before we go to sleep, so we'll have good dreams. We should observe the laws of family purity, going to the mikveh each month for women, and to make sure that they're observed as well. Family purity protects the holiness of the home and the sanctity of the home as well. Jewish education for every Jewish child. Every Jewish child should be enrolled in a Jewish day school, ideally, or a good Hebrew school run by an Orthodox organization or Chabad. And send your children to good Jewish day camps, whether overnight camps or day camps, which are available to us. And the children learn tremendous values at a camp, even more than they do in a school. And finally, to love your fellow Jew. That we should stress that, and we should emphasize that. Help out another person. If you know of another person who needs help or whatever it may be, extend yourself to love a fellow Jew. Ahavas Yisrael. As the song says, Ahavas Yisrael makes the universe go round. So with these 10 vaccines, we can't go wrong. By educating our children and raising our children in the proper Jewish way, both at home and in school, setting a good example for our children, this is the best vaccine that we could possibly hope for. And with this vaccine, we can be assured that we will have Jewish children and Jewish grandchildren and Jewish great-grandchildren as well, which is something that we all hope for. So we want to hope that this pandemic of coronavirus should be finished quickly, and the scourge of Jewish assimilation should also be run out of town quickly as well by keeping these in mind. So give me a call or send me an email, and I'll send you out the card. Shalom. Have a good week.